Hey everybody, this is Grace and pardon the windshield wiper. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that people that I've known who have have at least one narcissistic trait. What they've done in the past, that I've seen them do. Like I said, in the past. But it's such as when you're driving. I'm in my little SUV, my little car, because my SUV is in the shop, and it reminded me of it because well, I'm a very careful driver, and it's about to start raining, and a little car hydroplaning, might hydroplane. It has happened to me before, but yeah. Anyway, I finally figured out how to turn it off. I don't use the car much, so. But I remember so many times when I was have been in a car with this type person, with this kind of behavior. They did seem to think that, no rules applied to them. No stop sign, no speed limit, especially speed limit. No speed limit applied to them. They could drive as fast as they want. Now, I don't know if any that drove slow, but fast as they wanted to. And everybody, of course, they on the road. Everybody's on their road. Get out of their way. This whole kind of mentality. And one of them, I had only heard this from, about this person. I really didn't know this person all that much myself. But he drove one of those, what was it? What are they called? When you, some kind of a truck that they delivered. It was a delivery truck, but it delivered something, what are they, real heavy, like stones or something like that. And he would drive on the highway. This is what I was told. He would drive on the highway and just, or anywhere, he would tailgate. And if they were in his way, he would tailgate them. Now just think about that. If that one had to come to a hard stop and they're carrying, it's just some like logic doesn't make sense. In fact, I've never known any of them to be very logical. Seriously. Okay, and that might be a big, of course, but they're not going to be all that logical, more emotional, more, whatever. But there's also other things I had noticed. Like I said, besides the speed limit doesn't matter to them, they take their half out of the middle when they park. They take their half out of the middle when they're driving. They can do that. They just don't care what other people think. And it's all about them and how they want to do it. And this is how it is. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you're in a relationship with them, you might recognize this and see it. That you drive with them a lot. You go on trips or whatever. And if you're driving because you just decided one day, hey, you're not driving anymore, I'm not going to risk my life, and they actually don't mind, you will hear them tell you how to drive. You will hear them tell you, that person will tell you that you don't know how to drive because you drive too slow. You don't need to pay attention. Those are just suggestions. The road signs of speed limit. Those are just suggestions to them. And but you're going to be at fault. Your driving is going to be wrong. It's bad. Nobody drives like that anymore. You're going to cause a wreck because you're driving the speed limit. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard most of these. And to me, it can go further than that. It can go into that you don't, how are you going to live if you don't take risk? What is your life? It's dull, it's boring, it's whatever. If you don't take risk, even on the road, you're too afraid of dying that you don't ever live. I don't know. I've heard personally against me or other people these craziest stuff, that they'll come up to justify their own risky behavior. And some would say this is probably not a narcissistic behavior, but maybe more of a psychopathic type of behavior. And I'm kind of curious too. Which one would it be? But that's up to a professional to diagnose. I'm not diagnosing, to determine if it is something that is a disorder, actually, in that person. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious, though. How many of you have actually known this type of person, that everything about your driving is wrong, even though you're a safe driver, and that person, you know, whatever relationship you have with that person, has had many tickets, speeding tickets. They've busted out tires by getting too close to the curb, or just running over the curb, whatever it would cause them, you know. But they've had a lot of tickets and a lot of problems with their automobiles for whatever reason that is because of their behavior. Okay, but then they're going to say you are the one that's wrong. You're always wrong with this type. My experience is you're always wrong about everything. You're wrong if you sneeze too loud. To them it was too loud, or you sneezed. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. If you want to subscribe, well, if you have a comments and you feel like sharing, leave them below. And if you want to subscribe to this channel and you haven't already, you can click the circle icon that pops up. If you want to watch another video on this channel, you click on the rectangles that pop up. Like, subscribe, comment, share on your own social media if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.